This is Dark Macek with Brutally Delicious, coming into the review of the brand new heavy metal Christmas compilation, Xmas. I don't actually know how this is pronounced, it's stylized a bit weird. So I just recently reviewed Mistletoe Madness, and I talked there about how I'm kind of a Christmas freak. And so, yeah, I was very happy to take this one on. What's pretty cool is that this one has a mixture of, White Christmas and All I Want for Christmas and You, along with some brand new original stuff. Usually compilations like this, you have some person doing Rudolph and another person doing Winter Wonderland, but you rarely get something original. Stylistically, this one's all over the place in the best way possible. We have straight ahead metal, we have stuff that sounds like Rammstein, we have radio pop hits. It's just a really nice album for this time of year, and maybe a couple of the songs only us metalheads will get. I'm not sure who actually put this together, but I did notice that there's a whole lot of German on here. I literally mean the German language, and that some of the stuff I had to put through Google Translate, but we have Drunken Swallows, we have Liv Christine, who used to sing for Leaves' Eyes, we have Lionheart. The more the merrier, and I guess that original Yuletide tradition was from Germany, right? My dad used to tell me that it was the Germanic peoples that brought a tree into the home in the dead of winter to show that life goes on. Is that true? Well, let's talk about some songs. The opener, Rock and Roll Christmas Party from Doro. That one kills. I don't think this is a cover, but it sounds like a classic. Like something, like No Presents for Christmas that King Diamond would have done and then everyone else just knows is his thing. I'm pretty sure it's original, but it has that kind of longevity to it. Just fun, straight ahead, heavy metal Christmas stuff. Give it a listen. I'm going to do my best to pronounce this next one. Früher war mehr Lametta. It's German, so I can't really make sense of it, but it's got a great melody and one that, makes you feel a little wholesome. I put it through Google Translate, and it means there used to be more tinsel, which actually sounds kind of sad in a way, but this one did stand out enough that I risked butchering that pronunciation for you to tell you to listen to it. Almost Christmas. I've never heard of Lee Aaron before, but this one is a hit. It doesn't need to be on a pseudo-metal compilation. This should be on the radio. I thought this was wonderful. Great chorus and one that makes you pine for days of yore, but also look up in a way. It's got that strange combination of nostalgia and optimism. It's rare that you get both. Xmas with You. This one has really, really nice family vibes to it. It's not metal at all, but it sounds great. The vibe here is everyone singing around a couch with a fireplace in the background, the grandmother and the grandchild and the parents and the mom who's rushing to the oven to make sure she didn't burn the turkey. Everyone's singing on this one. All I Want for Christmas is You. Yeah, they did it. I didn't think they actually had the balls to do this one, but sure enough, they did Mariah Carey. I've never heard of Serena Telly, but she killed it. She's got a great rock rasp to this. Fantastic vocal performance, of course. And, going into this, you're kind of setting yourself up for failure, but she pulled it off. She's got a great metal belt on the high notes at the end. Everyone knows Mariah Carey doing, the soft falsetto for the high note. She belts it. Seriously, this song is like Stairway to Heaven level overplayed, but I still enjoyed this. Let It Snow. So when I saw this, I thought, it's by Sweet, like Fox on the Run Sweet, and sure enough, it is. This track, vibe-wise, sounds a lot like Merry Xmas Everybody by Slade, and I love it. The production's modern in terms of the drum sound, but it otherwise sounds like a 70s band doing it. I think it's funny because every version I've ever heard of Let It Snow is either upbeat with bells or something you would hear in a coffee shop. You don't really hear 70s rock versions. Okay, fine, Twisted Sister did a version, but it's just these two. Okay, time for another horrible mispronunciation. Weihnachtskarl. Apparently this means Christmas bang. It sounds like a mix between Rammstein and something a little more melodic. It's got the best metal ho 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 I've ever heard. I'm not sure I've ever heard one before that. It's got this funny marriage of wintry chimes with a German Gothic vibe. It's pretty melodic actually, but still somehow heavy in German. Give it a listen. Last but not least, Danzig Hates Christmas. I just have to love this on principle. Somebody wrote a song about how much Danzig is going to hate Christmas. If you read the liner notes, there's a really sad story here, but probably don't do that because it makes it a little more human and a little less funny. It's a different vocal style, but I think this sounds like it could have sat just alongside Twist of Cain 30-something years ago. And of course, anything that talks about Danzig being angry is just golden. Okay, so very surprised by how this one went. I figured there were probably enough compilations in the world of bands doing Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. This one is pretty different. I'm not sure I've ever heard a metal cover of All I Want for Christmas Is You before. I'm sure there's one on YouTube, but come on. But we get some really nice original tracks and Sweet doing Let It Snow. I seriously am going to have to start listening to Christmas music before Thanksgiving with all the ones that just keep getting added to my collection. But of all ones to cause an overflow, this one is worth it. Rock on.